Okay, I know I've been rough on Arizona. I've had people yell at me online. You're a former Wildcat. Why are you bagging hard on Arizona? Well, I'm going to let you know why I'm so hard and what I'm seeing at this and why I'm voicing my feelings. So, everybody, well, first off, welcome. My name is Tim Daddy with Zona POV and College Football POV. Now, as a former Wildcat, for a lot of years, I've had a job of being involved in the game of football. Most of it was coaching. A good portion of it was scouting. And when I scouted, I was paid to break down scheme. But I had a father who was an NFL talent scout back in the 70s, and I learned to break down film and talent through him and fortunate enough through a lot of really qualified high-level football people. So I've been blessed. But overall, I just break down what I see. And what I see at Arizona is a nightmare. Now, do I want it to be a nightmare? Of course not. I want my Wildcats to be where they were. When the season started, they were a top 10 team. They had top 10 talent. They had 5 to 6 guys on draft boards. It was there. And at halftime, I publicly went out on social media and I said, this is not good. This is going to be a nightmare. That's what I had said. Halftime of the New Mexico game. At the NAU game, I went on and saying, we might win 3 or 4 games. Maybe. I was just calling how I see it. Now, again, I've just this morning I had a couple guys throw some verbal jabs at me. Pretty nasty. You guys aren't very nice. I want Arizona to do well. I want Brennan to take us back to what we had last year, which was rising. I just don't see it happening. I don't see that Brennan is the man for the job. What he did last year, how he came into Arizona, I had high hopes. And, I was great that he got a lot of the guys to stay. A lot of the guys were giving him a chance. But I saw a couple things that did not sit well with me for Brennan. First off, I didn't see a large engagement with the community like Jedd Fisch had. And the reason I'm bringing up Jedd Fisch is because these are things that he did that you need to do at Arizona. Now, Brennan was already here in Tucson before. Maybe he thought, hey, I don't need to do this. Well, you do. And you need to embrace some of your donors. You need to embrace the people who are supporting your program, not just the folks who, sell tickets. But, I was fortunate enough to actually create a little relationship with Jedd Fisch. He reached out to me, and I appreciated that. And I really backed him and how he was bringing the program forward. And when I got here, like I say, I didn't see anything from the community with Jedd Fisch or with Brennan, and I didn't see anything about developing players like Jedd Fisch said he was going to do. When you're here, I think he felt he walked into a turnkey situation. Hey, I've got 5 or 6 NFL guys right now, and we're going to make a go of this. Let's run it. You got to develop players. He knows that. I don't think he felt that these guys still need to be developed. I don't care who you are. Tetaroa McMillan needed to be developed. Noah Fafita obviously continued to be developed, but he regressed. Tetaroa McMillan is a one-of-a-kind wide receiver that we've seen in college football for years, and I didn't see really any development. He's just so naturally gifted and good that, he's first-team All-American. He'll be the first receiver taken in the draft. He might be the second or overall third pick. But I did not see some things with Brennan that I saw with Jedd Fisch. And we saw what Jedd Fisch did. He lifted it up from the ashes. If Jedd Fisch was here today, we're winning the Big 12. Brennan completely crashed it down. His scheme, his approach did not fit the skill set that was left for him at Arizona. I want him to win. I want him to do good. I do not think he's the guy for the job. That's just my opinion. Now, you've got, I also posted something on this recruiting class. I'm very favorable for most Arizona recruiting classes. I want all kids to come in and make a name for themselves, play hard, and do well. But when I see players on film, high school kids especially, when I see, there's certain things that I look for that fall within the ability, capability standpoint. I only see 4 guys that looked like major Division I guys. Kellen Ford was my guy last year that when I watched film on him, and I go, oh my gosh, I want to see him as a senior in high school because he's a 4-star, could be a 5-star tight end. He's going to be great for Brennan if he can develop him. Isaiah Mizell, speedster. I didn't see 5-star routes, but he's one of the fastest kids in America, fastest people in America. So we'll see how Bobby Wade can develop him. Myron Robinson and Luke Haugo. I hope I'm saying Luke's last name correctly. These are 4-star guys. These are 4-star guys, and that's fantastic. That's great. After those 4 right there, there is a considerable drop-off, in my opinion, from that Big 12 Power 4 conference type of player. The other ones, I see mid-major type of guys. It's not knocking them. This is business. It's about performing at a Power 4, Big 12, playoff, potential national championship, competition. And I hope some of these guys lift themselves up beyond what I've seen on film, beyond their capability. Again, I've been doing this for 30 years. I do what I see. I don't want to coach anymore. I'm tired of coaching. My knees hurt. I'm having more fun doing this, but I'm explaining why I see there's a problem with Arizona and the Brett Brennan era. I don't know who he's going to bring in as a offensive coordinator. It might be a young guy who wants to get a shot. That's not who we need. Defensive coordinator. I feel pretty good about whoever's coming as a defensive coordinator. I do have a pretty good idea. I know who's coming in. I'm not going to say it because I kind of know the guy, and who's bringing in is, I don't know, how could I put it? Dwayne Aquina is bringing this guy in. That's basically why I can say that. So I think I like the defensive side of it. The offensive side, I have no idea who it is. If it's going to be a young guy who wants to make his bones, yeah, this is going to be a nightmare. But overall, I see 4 guys in this recruiting class that I feel are going to do very well for Arizona. And the rest, I think, are going to struggle. They're going to, like that Chubba May guy from UC Davis. When I saw film on him, I'm going, you've got to be kidding me. There's no way he can play at this level. And, of course, he didn't. He couldn't play at that level. So, overall, if you don't like what I feel, too bad. And I love that you're an Arizona fan. I love that you're a Wildcat, just like me. But I don't like losing. I cannot stand mediocrity. And right now, this is my opinion. Desiree Francois Reed, or Reed Francois, sorry, I apologize, is culpable in what's going to be, in my opinion, a nightmare of a season next year. With the talent that has left, obviously, I don't know what Brett Brennan's got. He might have to use some of these true freshmen to play. I wasn't real high on a few of his portal guys last year. I don't see how he's going to be able to pull some portal guys in. But I'll tell you what, I want to give him a chance. I just don't see it happen, guys. I just don't. I don't think Brett Brennan, this is for him. I just don't. He came in with a bad approach, and he's got to develop players. I didn't hear him say develop players at all until the end of the season. And I was screaming it all year long. So there it is. So go ahead, talk trash on me all you want. Like I told you, I'll talk back to you and I'll win because I'll make you cry. So, anyways, uh, that's my situation. That's why I'm rough on Arizona. And like I say, Kellen Ford, Isaiah Mazel, Myron Robertson, and Luke Halgo, those are four guys that I think are top notch. They're going to really compete. I believe they're going to be the top guys. The other guys, I just don't see them being able to play at a Big 12 level. Of course, guys come out of the ashes and make names for themselves. I hope that's what we see. I hope Brennan turns it around. I wish him the best. I hope he does it. I don't think he will. And the way I see Arizona's athletic program with multiple sports starting to tank down, yeah, I think Desiree's got some problems. Is she maybe the problem? Is she doing enough? Is she doing anything? Is she the perfect for the job? I don't know. I'm not an athletic director. I did have a relationship with Dave Hickey. I really liked Dave. I thought Dave was doing a good thing. I didn't know about the money situation at the time. But overall, that's why I am very rough on my Wildcats. Follow me on Twitter. Message me if you don't like what I hear. I've had a few people message me this morning with some naughty stuff. You guys are, gosh, go pick up the shopping carts in the parking lot and take them back where they belong. Follow me on Twitter at Timmy D Football, Instagram Tim Daniel Football, and also here on YouTube Tim Daniel CFB. So sorry I hurt feelings, but I just like winning. I hope you do too, but it's going to be a long time ago.